Welcome back. As always, be sure to leave a comment and yeah, all that jazz. Whoa. Where were we when we last left off here? That's right. Let's just fix that right now. Okay, there we go. Now we're all set. Okay. Sorry, so getting used to this whole streaming thing. Just trying to make sure that I actually am doing everything correctly enough that Oh, no, they on fire. Yeah, last left off, we got to the top of this, but then I fell down. And I got upset. And I was tired. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. So I got off. Yeah, that's just what happened. So yeah, but now we're back at it. Get to the top of this. This is actually pretty close to as far as I have ever gotten with this game. So very quickly we are gonna enter in like all new territory where I just haven't seen it yet. So I'm excited for that because I never really got far into this game. I couldn't get into it. I don't know if it was just I was still upset with Borderlands 3 even though it was a few years later, and I just couldn't get into it. I honestly don't know why I never really got this far, because I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this playthrough. I'm enjoying the streaming aspect of it. Obviously still getting used to it, so please bear with me if, like, you know, things aren't up to snuff as like other streamers, because I don't know really what I'm doing right now. But you know, learning, going along. Is there any advice or anything that, you know, whatever personally you think I should change? Let me know, because I want to grow. You know, I want to get better. Not necessarily like to make this like a full-time thing, but you know, it's fun. I'm enjoying it, and anything to get more conversation around Borderlands, because I still love the franchise, even though, like I said, 3 was kind of a misstep. I'm not too happy about it. I am still really enjoying it, as the possibilities of the future have me very much intrigued and curious. Like I'm really excited to get into my predictions videos, which I plan on starting. Hopefully the first one releases on Friday, because I got that all written down. Oh shit, actually I forgot my notepad in the other room, because I started actually taking notes like right before I go to bed. I've been writing down all my thoughts and predictions and stuff. And yeah, shit, I should probably go grab that. If a good idea comes up, I'll go grab that, because I like to have it with me while I'm playing anything Borderlands, because if I think of something like, oh, yep, that's something I want to add. And particularly, hey, what's up, man? And particularly, this Friday, hopefully releasing the first of my Borderlands 4 predictions videos. I'm gonna go along with the same what do you call it, format I had before, of like the 10 topics. So topic number 1, characters. I already got my notes for that, and yeah, I'm excited to get that into a video hopefully this Friday. At least that's my plan. So we'll see. Do you have any ideas for characters you want? Thought she wouldn't play. Yeah, I was going to originally, but that's gonna be so long in the future. I think I'm still gonna start the like normal predictions like kind of do the same thing I did with Borderlands 3 of have like the 10 topics that I used before. Ah, shit, I was gonna write them down before I started shooting. I forgot. I know step 1 is characters. I remember that because that was the main thing I was focused on. And that's like the only thing I have notes for right now are characters. So just Vault Hunters, returning characters, all that jazz. Because it really feels like, honestly, with like the whole movie, like they're doing the movie, I almost feel like they're going to soon start at least teasing Borderlands 4 more. Like I hit a partition. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing the same thing of probably just like right now do like just a basic one of like initial thoughts and then wait until they release more like actual like a trailer or something for Borderlands 4. And then by then I would definitely play Tales, so I would, or play both Tales. I know, right? I actually went and rewatched both of the part 1s to my series because like I did it twice, like once before the trailers came out for 3 and once after. And it was very bizarre hearing it, and like I still think really. Oh, you're saying like kind of in the Fight for Sanctuary vein? Yeah. I hope they do, because that's a cool idea of just getting people more into the franchise again. But did they? Shit, now I gotta look at release dates. Did they release that before or after they made a trailer for 3? I remember the day they released the trailer for 3. Because I was like, I had some people over at my house, and I really didn't like, not want them there was the bad word, but I'm like, hey, this event is most likely when they're going to announce the thing I've been excited for a long time. So during this live stream, you shut up, alright? After. Yeah, that's what I figured. So, I assume they're going to do the same thing. Because that's a really good idea. I also find it funny rewatching those videos. I noticed especially in the new Tales, or not new Tales, sorry, the new predictions series I did. Like I sounded very rushed when I was talking, and like not quiet but hushed. And I just think it's hilarious because I remember like making those videos was when I still had roommates. So I was very, what's the right word? I had to pick the right times of when to record because like he knew that I made those videos, but he had no interest in Borderlands, so he didn't care. And I don't blame him. I mean, you know, it's my thing. Yeah, E3 is a bummer that it's like we're missing out on it. I'm glad that we at least have like the Game Awards and stuff. Same. That was since I was like probably 13 when I started watching them. No, later than that. Probably like when I was 15, and like I started really paying attention to them. That was like on my bucket list was to someday go to one of those. Now I want to go to a GDC. I think that would also be fun. I actually kind of had an opportunity, but I just didn't know about it a while ago. But like I didn't realize that's what it was until afterwards, and if I would like push harder I could have gone, but I didn't realize what it was. Anyway, it's kind of funny. So cool. Exactly. Like, obviously with the internet, this probably makes a lot more sense for them to do like their individual. Get the hell out of here. They're like individual little conferences that they do. Like, you know how Sony has their State of Plays, Nintendo does their Directs. I don't know what Xbox does. But like that's always fun. At least like I like seeing those. Well, only the PlayStation ones are the ones I pay attention to. But that's a fun way to get introduced to new games, something to get excited for. But yeah, there's something about like E3 was just fun. It was always cool to like you saw the whatever particular show I was waiting for live, and then like at the end of the week I watch, you know, whatever YouTuber I was watching at the time do their recap of like their 10 most anticipated things or their, you know, biggest reveals, all that shit. It was just a fun time. So you definitely don't get that much hype anymore, but it makes sense why they stopped, because there's not like a need for it anymore. It's just for the fanfare of how fun that event is. It is a shame. It's really unfortunate. Oh well. Hopefully they do more, what do you call it? Yeah, I agree. I hope they bring back some kind of E3-esque event, but it seems like, obviously I don't know, but just hearing from people that were like, you know, watching videos about people like dissected like why did E3 fail and all that jazz. It sounded like the people in charge wanted to make it like as corporate as possible. So if we had an E3, like I think they talked about it, was it talked about E3 this year? But they got canceled like before it even got any hype behind it. Like they were gonna have one this summer, but then pretty much as soon as they said, "Yep, we're gonna do it," they like immediately canceled it. Are you kidding me? God damn it. So honestly, I'm okay with them not having it if it's just gonna be a stripped down version of what it was. I would like to see someone else take a crack at it. Like, yeah, that too. But even then, I heard something about like they got backers and were gonna do it again, but then they like pulled out. Was this year or last year? I'll get my timelines all messed up. But there was that one point where they were talking about bringing it back after COVID, because that was the big thing that like really killed them. They came back. We're like, yep, we're doing it this year. We're coming back. We're doing it live. We're not doing it online. It's gonna be great. Everyone's like, hell yeah. And then like a month later, they're like, never mind. We're not doing it. I fucking hate Sears. They're the worst enemy in this game. You know what? Fuck, I'm not even gonna mess with you. I don't need to go up here. What the hell am I doing? Yeah. Damn. I wish I had my my notebook of all this stuff I was gonna make my Borderlands 4 prediction characters. I know a lot of them were kind of stuff I touched on in like those videos from way back when, just because they what do you call it? Well, just because they never really came true. I mean, I guess they probably would be one of the better ones to do it. I personally haven't watched anything IGN has done in a while. Just, I don't know. They never really interest me. I can't really give you a reason why. Like, I have nothing against them. It's just, I never followed them. So like, if they do it right, hey, that's awesome. I hope they do. I hope they put the right funding behind it and they actually like, take it seriously and really try to blow it out and make it a big thing. I just don't think it's... I hope they do it, and I hope it goes well for them. I just don't know if it's, like, possible to let it run or to have something like that in the modern age. Because with everyone doing their online things, right, there's no need for them to go to these events. And it's just costs a ton of money where they get nothing in return. for the fanfare and for like embracing community. Exactly. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Like, as far as community goes, and how awesome it would just be to like be a gamer and say, yeah, I went to like the new E3, whatever they decide to call it. I would love that. I would want to go to it at some point. The hell? Oh, this way. But realistically, it's like almost impossible for them to do that. I probably can't get up there from there. But yeah, I would love if they did. I actually doubt it. Is that just gonna stay on my screen until I grab something? Yeah, okay, sure, sounds good. Wow, I actually take it away. I just need to be getting a lot of glitches with this game. I don't know what it is. It actually drives me crazy. I've been playing through the pre-sequel off camera just to get to a point to make some footage for those prediction videos. Hopefully on Friday. I'm hoping to get out on Friday. That's the plan. And it is crazy how like I'm just getting no glitches. But for Borderlands 3 and for this game, it's almost ridiculous. Like, I don't know how it's still in this kind of state. Even Borderlands 1. I'm starting to play the Borderlands 1 playthrough, and actually, you were right on that. I am enjoying it a lot more than what I remember it. And like, I was afraid of it would still like not. I just couldn't get into it, but I'm into it. I'm invested. That'd be the way to do it. Something like that. Because just anything just to get... I don't know how to put this. The best part about those kind of events is to hear about games that you wouldn't necessarily hear about. Like, yeah, all the big games, okay, the next Call of Duty's coming out. Yeah, we all know about that. The next big whatever that can afford their own presentation. Well, like now how, like, every publisher has their own, like, YouTube channel, but obviously now everyone's going to follow publishers. They're going to follow the big ones, like, well, I mean, I followed Gearbox and Borderlands just because I liked them, but, I really like, just throw a game out there. I like GTA. I'm excited for GTA 6, but I'm not following Rockstar. Now, obviously, that's a big example. I'm not going to, I will hear about that when it gets announced, but that's not a publisher I follow. So the beautiful part about those events are to really stretch smaller games that you never would have heard of. I'm not even talking like indie games, because indie games are their own separate category, which, yeah, it's great for those too. And I like a lot of indie games. But, like, even AA games, or games with AAA budgets that you never would have heard of without it. I can't really think of any good examples right now. Well, shit, I mean, that's probably how... That's how Borderlands 1 got super popular, was they had a pretty... not crazy, but they had a good E3 presentation. From what I think I saw the clip of it. Like, yeah, that... Where it had, like, the really, the trailer that was not even close to the actual art style, where it went super realistic, and then they had to change it last minute. But it was enough to get people interested and to follow it. Ragu, Barada, Pesto. That's true. It really does come down to the publishers now, which is why it is bad that, like, so many companies are being, like, bought up into just bigger companies, because if they're not utilized right, well, that's just awful. But it is useful where they can get the word out a lot easier. But that's also if they're willing to put their name behind it. Like, oh god, who was it? Like, well, fucking, like the whole Xbox buying a shit ton of studios. On paper, that's pretty bad. That's true. But that was also because of Sony. Because Sony had the was it publishing rights? Or Sony had the marketing rights? Because if I remember right, Sony hyped that up. And it was really kind of their fault that it had so much behind it. Everyone like thought it was going to be the next big thing. But that is a good example. Because yeah, they had E3 and they had then E3 was a great time to get eyes on something, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna keep my eye on this, which is why I really enjoy. Okay. I hate the weather app. It just randomly tells me what temperature it is right now. Why do I need to know that right now? I'm inside. That was just a tangent, but yeah, No Man's Sky is a pretty good example. But that also was the publisher, or not publisher. I don't think Sony actually published it, but I know Sony had the marketing rights or something where I know that was a big one that Sony pushed.
Too late. This body is mine.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking was I'm pretty sure that was Sony like throwing money at it, like, hey, make this game a success. Everyone needs to know about it. It's gonna be the next big thing. Now, obviously, I wasn't there. I don't know what the actual thing was, but from what I heard, that seems to be what happened, which is bizarre. That was great too. Can't revisit E3. That was a great moment for a, well, probably not the best. Nah, shit. I really gotta take a better look at my health. Oh yeah, I pushed way too far. Oh yeah, as I said, it was Sony. From what I gathered, Sony was the one that really pushed it, threw money at it, said, "All right, everyone needs to know about this game. This game's gonna be a success. I don't care what needs to happen to make it a success." Okay. And they did. Well, no. Everyone knew about it. Everyone got pissed off about it. But now allegedly it's great. I bought into it. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I'll say that yes, I bought it day one. I bought into it. And obviously I was disappointed. And yeah, so now I just own it. And then even after it got good, Jesus Christ, I gotta pay to my health. Not leveled, am I? Where the hell is someone? There's no one here. See you on the minimap. Come on. Fucking A. We've done that again. Death Stranding. They definitely did push Death Stranding 2, but that was at least... That's a more difficult game to, like, say that was wrong to do. Because it is as advertised. Like, No Man's Sky, you could argue, was, like, pretty... Well, it was false advertising. They just said things, like Sean Murray said things in interviews that just straight up weren't true about the game. So that you could definitely call for false advertising. Death Stranding at least was the... I can't say it was the game it said it was because no one knew what game it was. Everyone just bought into it because of the name behind it and because they saw it so many times because Sony pushed it. But that one, at least you can't say was like false advertisement or anyone was robbed. Like that's just fair business. And they're making a sequel, which I did not expect. But speaking of which, have you seen that trailer? Because holy shit, it's a beautiful example of I don't know what the hell's going on, but I want to see more. That I think was the biggest thing behind Death Stranding 1 was it just was a what the fuck I need to know what's happening. I want to see more. God, what a weird game. That's a game I really want to get away from me.
This world is not for you.
I really want to go back. How did you not expect that? To die? No, I'm not really paying attention to the game if that's what you're asking. Or Death Stranding. Because how do you expect what Death Stranding is? It's fucking just weird. Nothing in it makes sense. Plot-wise. Gameplay-wise, I mean, they showed off what it was. This is how do I not expect to die? That's because I'm not really watching. My mind's occupied. I'm not paying attention to the game. Well, I didn't really, I never beat the game. I never really got, How the fuck are you returning? There you go. Oh my god. I've been playing this with, my girlfriend. It is so much better with the co-op buddy. And I like that character a lot more. Spore Warden's where it's at. That's a fun character to play as. No, not the Spore Warden. I'm the one who makes the wards. Fucking idiot. Ow! That's what's giving me health. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's probably paying attention to the game. There we go. There we go. That's a lot better. Fuck you. Oh! Here's... God damn it, really? That was it. Oh. Here's something I've been kind of cooking up for a possible Vault Hunter is not a Siren anymore. Like, we've been a Siren in every game except pre-sequel, playable Siren. I'm thinking not for 4. Because I feel like we're kind of past that, and I don't know. I almost don't want a Siren. I can't even see what the hell is I'm shooting that gives him health. There's so much shit going on right now. But if they're setting up the plot for the Great War that 3 should have been, then it makes sense to have a Guardian companion. Like maybe a younger recruit Guardian. I know it's like an ancient race, but if they, like, I don't know, had one more spawn or something, and they're like, no, you're gonna need this guy's help. That would be, I think, a fun, fuck, I don't wanna do that. That, I think, would be kind of a fun, playable character to be as. Something different, something we haven't seen before. Oh my god, it's right there. I couldn't even tell what the hell was giving him shields. Now, does it actually fit in with the plot? Don't know. Hard to tell. I think, though, if they are going with a, like, make it some younger, weaker Guardian or someone... That'll make sense, because the one... Like, have it be the apprentice of the one, whatever Guardian that was at the end of... Well, middle, beginning, whatever end of, pre-sequel that gives the warning of the Great War. So obviously we're going to be working with at least Guardian-esque enemies, or aliens. So wherever the hell that thing is, I want to play it. That'd be fun. Oh good, immunity phases. And there he goes. Jesus Christ. I should probably stop trying to think about all the stuff I have on that notepad before I actually get it, because I'm not paying any attention to this boss fight. This has been going on for a ridiculously long time. Holy shit. Where the hell is he? There he is. No! Don't leave. There you go. There you are. Fucker. Oh my god. Stop going underground. For the love of God, let me just kill you. Let me kill you so I can get my notepad so I can remember what I all written down for the prediction video on Friday. Hopefully Friday. Probably shouldn't be saying that so much because now it's not going to happen just because I jinxed it by thinking I'll have it done by then. I should.
Nose is always stuffy anyway. Can hardly breathe. Sucks.
Okay, he's out of there. Quit the violence. It's premium merchandise.
All right, let's end this little the wastard.
Boy, that feels good.
Ooh boy.
And also really bad because damn, you fight hard.
I held back my true strength so as not to obliterate you entirely. Now, you promised us assistance.
Of course, I'll honor my side of the deal. Here, follow me.
Okay. Oh. Okay, come on. I'm following you. This is another thing that has got to be changed. Like, why? It's so clearly, like, angled running.
I can give you
Like, they sprint one direction, then turn X amount of degrees, then turn X amount of degrees.
There is a cost. A cost to your soul.
It just doesn't look natural.
I swore off the
It
use of
looks
necromancy.
weirdly fake.
I want your permission before doing
How have
this.
they not fixed that yet?
Yeah. Our souls, though. Do we need that for anything?
Minor stuff. Soul magic, true love, jazz.
Nothing important then. Seems fair.
Jazz, eh?
I grant you permission.
So be it. And there you go. You're 1/8 undead. Enough to legally claim it on your taxes.
As long as it doesn't show up on job applications.
Alright.
Here.
That was an alright joke.
So you'll need to use a dispel room. Like this one over here. Give it a shot. That way will take you across the desert. You'll find the Dragon Lord's pyramid in the center of a dead city known as Asuka. Thank you for returning my body to me, hero. I haven't finished business here, so I can only wish you good luck on your quest. You're gonna need it.
The parched waste stretch out before you.
You just give me a legendary shield? What? Why are they just doling out legendaries for main missions? No. You can't just give out a legendary for a main mission. Everyone that plays this game is gonna get it. What makes it so special? Why is it so legendary?
Here's by the cliff face, allowing you to hop to new areas.
Once we beat the dragon,
I don't like that.
Be legends. I'm gonna
I
license
do
my
not
face on
like
some
that at
lunchboxes.
all.
You can keep your merchandise. I want that sword of souls.
So you think you guys might stick around after the campaign?
Shit.
I don't know.
I'm trying to punch him. What the fuck?
Fixing up our ship.
Ready for adventure?
That's probably the biggest thing in the campaign that's actually keeping me going. It's interested is like this whole side note they have going on of Tina being like, so you want to stick around? I keep playing, you know, like lonely in this cave and stuff,
Whatever you'll do.
which is interesting because this does take place like, well, I assume sometime between 2 and 3 because we're still in Tina's cave that we found her in 2. I believe. Or maybe it might be before 2, because it seems like a kind of a rudimentary setup of her cave. Oh, Oh my god. I should not be allowed with a sniper. So that is keeping me going. I'm very much intrigued as to how what do you call it? How they resolve that, I guess. Sorry, Skyrim again. Like, I guess who are Valentine and Fiona? Is that right? I don't know the names. But I'm curious if they, like, give a good explanation as to why, like, Tiny or Tina never mentions them again. Because it seems like she's really trying to, like, hey, you wanna stick around? Like, we can still be friends. Like, we can still do stuff, go on epic quests and stuff, have a good time. Yeah, does that sound fun? Yeah, that sounds great. So I'm curious where they're going with that. And just good to, you know, cool to sneak into Tina's head a little bit. See how she is, like, lonely.
Divided into continents and painted with diverse biomes. What complex tectonic
That's
mechanics
wrong.
are
That's wrong way
occurring
to put this. It's
here?
not cool that she's lonely, but it's just interesting that, what level are we at here? 27.
These were the questions
Ooh,
asked
we're
by
25.
another
Okay,
early
let's
geologist, even as she was
do
burned at the
something
stake
to
for
raise our
unrelated
XP a little bit
insurance
here. There are no side missions up here. There we go. This guy looks like a side mission. Let's do this.
Ah, you there?
Yeah, Orson, let's talk. Level 20. Okay, so even the side missions up here are warning me. So let's go. Grab this real quick. Now, what about you? What do you got for me? Leisha? Cool name.
Poor Crabberts. I still have his pinch marks on my fingers.
On your fingers. Oh. Are these invisible walls now again? They do. It wouldn't be a bad idea to actually go through and get all this little side stuff. I still very much love this area, this little overview of this little, like, looking down on a map and your little pieces. Feels very what I feel like D&D would be like in person. Which I also want to do someday. Only ever played online. Unfortunate.
Dare to return.
Ah,
We
shit.
meet at last.
Have a D&D session this weekend?
Excoriate!
I don't really have much planned. Don't tell my players that, so kind of hoping we don't.
Recharge! Just like I taught you.
Whoa. Ah! Get the fuck back. I love the design of these guys, though. These, what are they called? Something dogs? Dogfish. I love the design of these dogfish. Just sharks with shark puppies. But, like, big, not little cute ones. Like, they'll fuck you up. Very cool design. Is that a D&D thing? So that's, I wonder how much of these things are D&D things and how much are just fun Borderlands ideas. Like, this is a good, healthy mix of the two. Like, I feel like these guys would definitely... I can see these guys, like, living on Pandora somewhere. And I haven't looked at the whole monster guide to see if dogfish are a thing. Well, I have it right here. I probably could. At least the official whatever 5e I think I got. That'd be kind of cool to see if they're there. In there. Ooh, purples. Wow. It's worse in every way. Cool. Wow. The fuck is that, dog? You okay, buddy? You being a good puppy? I don't know what that noise was. This is the puppy. Oh, good, you can see him on camera. This is Jet. I don't know why you're making that noise, though. That's a new noise for you. You okay? Now he's like pissed off at me.
It was probably that big one who took my crabber.
Ooh, nice. No, not nice. I'm loving this submachine gun on the fire tornadoes. That is very fun. They definitely seem to go above and beyond with the whole all between the spells and the spells, melee weapons, and those, oh god, what are they called? Furiors? Yeah, and these Furiors throwing things. They definitely had a lot of cool stuff that wasn't in 3. Still keeping, obviously, a lot of the same ideas of 3, but adding quite a bit. My biggest complaint with this, technically being like a spin-off game, is that I don't like how a lot of the gun designs are just from 3, or just look like guns like this one. Like, this is just from 3. Like, you couldn't have thrown some runes on the side to at least make it look like it belongs in this game and not the last one. That seems a bit odd to me, that they couldn't just slap some shit on the side and then this one too. Do something. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I know like they have a very like complex weapon system of like different parts and being added together, and each different piece can like modularly attach to each other, so that's how they get their bazillions of guns, which is great. It's a cool system, but damn, how do they not? How are they not? Oh yeah. That was my first complaint. That was the first time I had that complaint, was with Borderlands 3.
I know that he'll never return to me.
Was how,
Sure he was.
yeah, Borderlands 3, they just dropped legendaries like it was nothing.
Wait, hold up.
And now they're just in main quests.
Crabber the crab was actually just asleep.
Crabber, you're alive. Who's the
I wouldn't be as upset about it if it was like at the end of a very long, like, multi-part side mission,
It's a magical world.
that like the whole goal was to get some legendary sword or some legendary shield, like that was the point. Then that could be a cool mission, because it actually fits, especially with the D&D setting. It fits. I think that would be a much better way to do it. But just, yeah, fuck it. Here's one. You finished a main mission, so everyone's gonna get one. Fuck it. Why not? Fuck. It's not even that I like do any of the endgame stuff where I would want them. It's just fun, like it. Fuck it. It's not. I'm not gonna go back for it. It just feels like there's no reason to do that grind. Oh yeah, that's why I looked. I don't remember when I actually did it, but there was at one point where I just looked at my inventory, and it was all legendaries. I think I had one purple. I had like one purple gun, and the rest were all legendaries, like legendary class mod art, like everything legendary. And it was like, wow, I did no side. I did as little side stuff as I could. I did not grind. I did not farm a single thing. I did the absolute bare minimum to get through this game, and I come out with fully legendary gear, basically. Like, I probably had a legendary gun. If I want to be full legendary, I could have gone full legendary. And I don't do a lot of endgame stuff, but to those people that do, is it just the enchantment, or not enchantment, what do they call it in that game? Basically the enchantment system, but this one's enchantment, the other one's called something else.
Mock the poor man, objective. His proper name is Phil.
Is that the only thing to grind for? Because that seems ridiculous. Like, you could... Or, I guess, are there certain legendaries that are more legendary-er? Because that also seems kind of ridiculous to me. Legendary should be... Anointment. Thank you. Yes, that was the word I'm looking for. This game's called Enchantment. That game's called Anointment. Which... That was actually really annoying about Borderlands 3. Because when... The few guns I got that weren't anointed, I mean, you can only use, in theory, what? You have a 1 in 12 chance of it being useful? Because if it has to do with, like, particular abilities, most of them, not all of them, but you have 1 in 4 characters, or you're playing as one of 4 characters, and then you have 3 skills per character, so, okay, I found this gun I really love. Oh, it has, like, stupid high damage. It has the elemental I want. It has everything else I want. Oh, wait, I have to be a siren that uses this particular ability to really get the full benefit out of it. Well, that sucks. Like, I know they added the whole reroll thing later, but... it just felt, hey, he's gonna shoot at me? Oh, they are, okay. It just felt so weird that they would have a system that severely limits. Like, this system seems a lot better to me, because I want to say the enchantments in this game are, like, more about a lot more generic stuff. Like, it's not particular, skills. Like, a lot of them I noticed are like every time you use your action skill, your spells do like more damage for a certain time. Stuff like that I'm okay with. So I'm like, alright, anyone can use it because everyone has an action skill and everyone has spells. Except I think Spellweaver where you can have 2 spells, but that, whatever. For the most part, everyone has skills, everyone has spells. Or like using a spell increases your action skill. Or gun damage, or whatever have you. Just that's a fun system because it just not like a fun system. I guess if you're looking for that ultimate god tier drop, then it would be kind of annoying. But I guess the reroll system would be nice as long as it's a fair reroll system. Then yeah, that's all well and good. The only problem is if oh god, lost my train of thought again. As long as the things stay generic. Once it starts getting character specific, and then you get things not for your character, it's just frustrating. It's like, well, why bother? Keep it and send it to my level 50 siren that I don't have and don't plan on doing a playthrough of. Because that also goes against what they said. I remember in one of those podcasts. No, when was it? It was an older podcast, I think. They specifically said, like, when either designer cut, director's cut, whichever one add the more skill trees, they said that they will probably not do DLC Vault Hunters in the future they would rather do the extra skill trees, which sucks, but okay, whatever, that's their decision, I guess. But then they went and said, because they found that most people had like got one vault hunter at the beginning and like just stuck to that and like never even attempted any of the other ones. So like, why would they release DLC that no one's gonna play as? Personally, I disagree, but that's just me because I like multiple playthroughs and I like playing through the story one time. I don't stick around for that end game very much, but I understand that I'm in the minority of those kind of players. But I would love an excuse to come back and play the game. That's what brought me back to pre-sequel, was when they released the Doppelganger. Me and my buddy were both super excited for it, that we did a playthrough together where we were both the Doppelganger, and it was fun. It was just a straight playthrough though. We didn't like do much like any side stuff. We just headlong to the main campaign, but still, it was a fun time. But we never would have, well, not never would have came back, but I highly doubt we would have came back to that game if they didn't release a new character. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. So if they claim that people just have one character and stick to it, then why would they even bother giving you loot that benefits one character over the other? I mean, you can make the same argument, I guess, for like class mods, but that doesn't bother me as much because guns can be used by any character. But now they add an extra layer where only some are good for certain characters. That kind of irks me a little bit. That bugs me because there seems to be no point to do that. But whatever. I'm not the one making the games. I just have my opinion and give my 2 cents. And well, I guess the most important thing that I know it will never happen, but hopefully one day, is like give my recommendations, and hopefully someone hears it and can do something about it. I know that'll never happen, but it's just still fun to make my little predictions, play my silly little games. But yeah, if they bring back anointments, which I'm not against, I do like them, how they can be implemented. But if they do bring them back, make them not character specific. That would be my biggest request if they brought them back. Also, put the XP gain back in the middle of the screen. I missed that. I've been playing through pre-sequel to get footage for my predictions reviews, which prediction videos that I'm gonna start on Friday for Borderlands 4, and
looks like a local. Maybe he'll help us out.
Yeah, but
who's
we'll
a
have
local?
to hack the part.
That guy's local.
Cue pirate stuff.
And I just missed that ding right in the middle of your screen every time you get a kill. Even just the +1 XP, +1 XP when you're like just kind of walking back through an area you've already been in. Hey, fuck off. Now it's at the bottom. You can't see it. You can't tell. Granted, there's enough shit being blasted on screen at all times that, alright, I guess it would just be another thing in the middle of your screen being blasted because, yeah, Lord knows there's enough shit on screen at all times anyway. Why would there be competition to break into someone's house at the exact same time? What are the odds? Why this guy's house? Ooh. What are you? I cut out there for a second. That was weird. Boom. wish I wrote down the 10 topics so I know what all to start the discussion on. I know villain's one of them, which I still stand by my mostly silent
Good
villains.
over evil. Or was it lawful over chaos?
I think that has some potential.
How in the scurvy-addled heave-ho are we supposed to get into this damn place? I have half a mind to keyhole that tricky with her.
Because I feel like I know they're gonna probably try to make another Handsome Jack, but I really doubt they can pull that off again. That feels like a shot in the dark chance. That how they even got that is pretty crazy. And I love Jack. I always will. I think he's a fantastic villain. So obviously they can't bring him back.
Well, you shut up and you let the others figure it out, okay?
Fine.
Now we have to find that guy's certificate.
Okay,
of
was that even a
non-use.
puzzle?
Although I still have my doubts.
That was weird.
So voices.
But I think it would be best if
The one who made him sound super evil.
just no,
Maybe.
not
I'd
no
like to see how
talking,
prejudice
very
might
limited
play with
talking.
us,
Because I'm kind of sick of the villain constantly chirping in your ear, trying to ruffle your feathers. Like I don't think they can pull another Jack.
I'm a voicist. Is that what you want to hear?
Hey, admitting it is the first step.
Ugh, come on.
What the fuck? That just feels like a better direction to go with the villain for 4 is not silent and not absent either. Like I don't want a villain you just don't hear about. I think it'd be best. I'm gonna stand by it. I think it's a great idea. We don't hear from them very often. Like if we're in the same room as them and they talk whatever, you can hear like them commanding their troops over loudspeakers as we run through. But most importantly, we see the destruction that they cause. So like we know this is a serious threat. But if they're constantly chirping in our ear, isn't the war? Yeah. It probably isn't going to be. Actually, in a way, I kind of hope it's not.
Huh. Well,
I think if this war is as big as it should be,
Were you expecting some sort of
they should have a whole game just building up the war.
No.
But at the same time,
No. Maybe. Anyway, let's just find that
like
certificate.
actually building up the war. Like that's what 3 should have been, is not talking about the war constantly, but like it be a lead up to something big. Like you know how at the end of, or towards the end of 3, how they had that big like cut off, like, oh my god, to be continued in 4, and it was, you know, a good gag. I like the gag. It was a good gag. But I honestly believe the game should have ended there.
Huh. Well, I'll be damned.
And
And that's Queen Butt Stallion's
it was more a setup
Recognize it?
for
See? Not
an
yet.
entire game set on Necrodefeo, and like
Got what we came here for.
that would have played out a lot better, and then actually have a good vault monster at the end of fighting the actual destroyer that was inside Pandora, because that was just such a letdown of Tyrene. So I actually think it would benefit from not actually being the war, but being the setup to the war, and actually having some ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. That is a good... Well, I mean, Handsome Jack is one of the reasons why I love 2 so much, and that's what got me into the franchise. But I still stand by, I don't think they can pull another Handsome Jack out of their ass. So I think go the complete opposite. Have a villain that is there. Like, it's a genuine threat. We're always after it. But they don't see us as competition at all. Like they're that high up there that they're not in our ear, because they just don't even recognize our existence until there's some flipping point in the, like, towards the end, or like the 2/3 mark or whatever, where we finally actually start to put a stop to their plans, and they're like, okay, what the fuck is this? And then they start paying attention to us. I think that's a much better plan, or a much better villain of because they do the chirping in your ear constantly with Jack, which is fantastic because he was a great, well-written villain. They tried it again with Tyreen. Exactly. You don't need someone like that. That's what they tried to do again with Tyreen and Troy, is have them constantly doing the teasing like LOLXD videos that they send on the ship. It was just fucking awful. It was terrible. I hated it. So instead of having that villain constantly in your ear, just put them... Oh, I'm sure they do. But I'm glad they did, because I think he honestly kind of has overstayed his welcome. I still love him as a villain. I think in the first Tales, they had made a decent job of bringing him back, and it was cool to see his origin story in the pre-sequel. But if they kept him on, there's not much more you can do with him. Like, they clearly still like him. That's why he got his own DLC in 3 with the handsome jackpot. But they can't keep going back to that well. I think that they should do like a full reversal and not have the villain constantly in your face. Now, that being said, they shouldn't be absent. We should see the destruction. We should see and hear stories of like the terrible things they've done. Like, they should affect us. Like, just absolutely just demolishing cities. Like, whatever their goal is, and like we're chasing them, trying to stop them, whatever. Like Timmy Dog will become a villain. Oh no! I can see them doing that, but I don't want that. I don't want another Jack. Jack was great. Jack was fantastic, but leave him alone. He's done. But they gotta come up with something better, something more intimidating. Jack was great because, yeah, he was funny, and he was always in your ear. But he was also, like, a genuine threat. Like, especially towards the end, when he did that flip and started to become really unhinged in your ear after you kill Angel. Holy shit, like, I was scared of him. It was ridiculous. It was awesome. We need more of that. That's what I'm saying. Have a villain that doesn't even see us as a threat. So that, like, why would they talk to us? Because as far as they're concerned, we're nothing to them. We are beneath them. And then have like that right to get into the third act break, like whatever kicks off the ending beat finally gets their attention of, oh, hey, they're trying to stop me. Who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna stop you now. And then it becomes that flip where we see them unhinged, and then they would start talking to us directly. Oh my god, I'm glad they did. Well, okay, I'm not glad they did, because what we got instead is a terrible. I fucking hate the twins. But they can't keep bringing him back. They just can't. He's a great villain, but he was a great villain. If they keep bringing him back, and the whole franchise just becomes about him, it wouldn't work. Like, you need a different villain. You need a bigger world-ending threat, which they could have. They definitely could have if they handled it differently, if they didn't kill him off and presented him to be that higher level, like to actually make him whatever kicks off this great war that we're gonna see. Yeah, basically that. But that's what they should do. Because they clearly tried to do the talking your ear constantly again with the Calypso twins, and it was terrible. But yeah, I think Far Cry is a good example. I have only played 3 and 4. But 3 especially, that first half, like, we see how awful he is. Voss? I want to say his name is Voss. It's been a long time since I played it. But, yeah, we have the intro in the beginning, where he, like, you know, tries to kill us, we escape. Then we see him a couple times, and he's super threatening in those moments. And yeah, we don't hear from him other than that. But we see his reach. We see like the camps. We see what he does. And yeah, I think that's the perfect model they should take for a villain, not for the game, because the games themselves have their own set of issues. But they're still fun. I shouldn't talk bad about them. I did very much enjoy 3 and 4. I heard good things about 5, but I just never played it. Yeah, Boss. Yeah, yeah, he was great. I don't remember much about Pagan Min from 4. That game, I think, I just kind of more sped run through. I didn't really enjoy it. I don't know why I do that to games. Even if I'm enjoying them, I'm like, yeah, the gameplay's great, but I tune my mind out. I don't really care what's going on. Yeah, but the gameplay's great. It keeps me in. But yeah, I think that they could take a page out of. I never compared it to that, but now that you say that, yeah, pretty much that. That's what I think. Exactly. And what really pisses me off about Dragon Lord is they got one of my favorite actors and voice actors of all time. And he's funny, like his lines, like he has some good lines. But what the fuck does he do? But again, he is like in our ear more often than he should be, but he's not doing anything. But you know he's there because he does talk. Like at every major event, he says something. And during a lot of the main missions, he'll talk about something. So he is still like in my ear during the main quests. But yeah, like you said, he doesn't do anything. And even like side missions. From what I remember, Jack had a couple side missions in 2 that we learn more about his character. And just some jokes. And I think there's just the one repeat joke in 3 of the twins being like, hey, we'll give you a cool gun if you kill yourself. Like, okay. So the exact same joke you made in Borderlands 2 of Jack saying that we'll whore ourselves out for money kind of thing. Like, that's such a lame joke to repeat. Exactly. Because he doesn't do anything. He doesn't seem present. Plus, his inclusion also just confuses me. Like, how is he in the game but not in the game because this is all Tina's game, but at the same time, he sometimes has control outside of that? Do they explain that at the end? Because it just kind of upsets me. That makes no sense to me as to how he's like his own entity. But yet this is supposed to be a tabletop game that they're all in the same room playing. But yeah, I mean, this world just feels like a random crazy world. It doesn't feel like the Dragon Lord is having any influence over it other than when he just swoops in and kills Butt Stallion. Like, that's the only thing he directly does. And during missions, he'll say like, oh yeah, spawning a skeleton army, fuck you. And like, just skeletons will show up. Oh, I gotta get up there. Probably something they want to keep secret. Why? It makes no sense. Logically. Like, I get it, we're in a fantasy world playing a tabletop board game in a video game, but like, it just takes me out of it so much because I don't understand what he's even supposed to be. Like, you can only suspend your disbelief for so much. How am I supposed to get up there? Like, who or what is he supposed to be? I think it was even like my part 1 of this live stream. I even mentioned like how they could do it better. He could just be a 4th player sitting at the table, and then like whatever the prequel, whatever prologue happens, he gets pissed off at Tina for some rule, but Tina's a DM that sticks to the rules, so he's like, you know what, fuck it, and like he gets some like super awesome whatever magical item, that allows him to spawn skeleton armies, and he has to like go off and charge it. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go do that. Fuck you. I'm sick of this game. I'm sick of you guys making fun of me. So he's still at the table. He is like his own entity. He's not just in Tina's head. But he's still manipulating the game as an antagonistic force. That at least would make sense in the scenario we're in. Because right now it's just, oh yeah, in the game, there's some outside force that's like affecting it, because like Tina even says like, wait, why'd that happen? Like there's a couple times where she's like confused as to what just happened. Like, no, Tina, you're in charge. Anything you say goes. Like all of this is what Tina is saying. So what is this other force that's happening? It would make so much more sense if it was just like some angry player that was in the last game, got pissed off, got some super magical amulet, and like said, you know what, no, I'm running this thing. And since Tina likes to follow the rules, like, okay, then I'll make a quest to try to stop you. That's just my own little fan theory about how I think they could have made it make sense. Because it just takes me out of it. Because I don't understand what we're supposed to be fighting. Oh my god, more totems. And I'm out of water. I need more water. Oh, the dogs are in here. Yeah, definitely dropped the ball on the last, I'm gonna say 2 games villains. 3 and Wonderlands. But I still think that, as far as plot goes, for 4, a setup to the Great War would be a lot better, because if it is this Great War that they talk about, if they cram it into one game, it's gonna kind of feel like 3. Because 3 to me, especially the ending, feels very rushed. It feels like they had a lot more ideas they wanted to cram in there. Like Negro Defea as a planet, awesome idea. I'm all in. Let's do it. But it's only a few missions, and it's only like 2 areas. Like, it's not even a planet, really. And that's a shame, because it's supposed to be this giant legend. Like, I stand by, I genuinely believe the game would have been better if they stopped it where they had the fake tease out ending, and then just expanded Necro Defeo, and then probably more beyond that, into its own game. Like, if that actually was Borderlands 4, and then during that, like, that whole on Necro Defeo is where you would like uncover a lot more like Iridian writings as to what this Great War is. Because as of right now, I'm not hyped for this Great War. Like, I am, just the fact that it sounds awesome, but like I feel like we should know more about the stakes before just jumping right into it. And I think 3 would have been the perfect game to set that up. And they just didn't. Like, it wasn't even mentioned. Which is ridiculous. Why would they not even mention it? Also, what happened to that Guardian? Or was it technically a Guardian? From pre-sequel that did come in and stop and say, hey, you know, we're gonna need everyone. There's a war coming, we're gonna need everyone. But I guess we're not gonna need Maya, because they fucking killed her off. And I will stay mad about that. Not the fact that they did, just the way they did is awful. And there's another thing about, because, you know, part 1's about characters as far as Vault Hunters and NPCs they're probably going to bring back. Clearly, they set up Ava to be a big character moving forward. which, okay, I'm okay with, as long as they age her up quite a bit to not make her such a snooty goddamn piece of shit entitled brat. I fucking hate Ava. I've made that very clear. But there's definitely potential for a cool character there. Like, I remember actually re-watching those old videos I had of my Borderlands 3 predictions, because I want to watch those in anticipation to make my Borderlands 4 predictions. Like, if they, you know, I think I had good ideas back then, and fuck it, we'll use them now if they didn't use them in 3. I remember saying, after the trailer came out, the first trailer that showed off the characters, and I mean, I was right about it. It was obvious that they were setting her up to be Maya's apprentice in that trailer. I'm like, that's such a cool idea. That's awesome. I'm so excited. I stand by that. That is a really cool idea. But they fucked it up with her actual character. But I still stand by that. Siren Apprentice, awesome idea. Like, seeing the training of a siren, really cool. However, her as a character, super fucking annoying. So, they age her up, they have her more training. She can be like at the end of her training now with, I guess I would assume, probably Amara taking over. That would be cool. That would be a good way to keep the Borderlands 3 Vault Hunters invested in the story, is to have Amara be her trainer and like continue the training of Ava and age her up enough where she's just not complaining and not entitled and not, well, I'm gonna be a Vault Hunter, so I'm gonna be super cool, and how dare you get Maya killed? I'm not taking responsibility at all. I guess she's a kid, but goddamn, she could have done some lot of character growth in that story, and she just didn't. They had the opportunity, they had the time to give her an amazing arc, and they just didn't. I don't understand it. But you know, that's just my thoughts.
You're quite a little killer, aren't you?
These are all just kind of my unedited ramblings into the video I'm going to make hopefully Friday about part 1 of predictions for Borderlands 4. Other characters coming back. Obviously, Tannis has got to come back. And I assume she's going to be in charge. Because like when Lilith left, she put Ava in charge, which I don't understand at all. That one still bugs me as well. I don't want to like keep harping on Ava because I don't like her as a character. But Tannis should be in charge, right? At least like for the time being, or even one of the Vault Hunters you play as in 3 would make a better leader than just this kid you picked up. Maya said was going to be special. She got Maya's powers. Okay, that's cool. But she is still a kid. Why would she lead anything at that point? Be in training to be the next Lilith? Okay, sure. Age her up a little bit. Give her some training. Give her an actual good arc. Give her some redeeming qualities other than just being a snot-nosed brat. Alright, cool. I'm in.
Figure out how to get up there.
There appears to be only one way forward.
Oh man, I hope it's not another puzzle.
Nope.
Precarious cliffside platforming!
Oh, great!
What? Okay. What? Why? What? Why? I'm confused. Oh well. That's just my thoughts, though. Who else could be in charge, honestly?
Walked up from its a little bitty bottom to its sweet tippy top.
Yeah. There's always a way in, though. Well, unless it's one of those buildings where
There's
the
always a
Harbor
way
Master
in.
hasn't designed the interior. Those are just decorative.
What are you even talking about, Fred?
No, it looks like there's an interior.
You so weird.
Oh, they're metagaming my immersion. Oh my god, I have to actually fucking... Oh, look!
Wall looks kinda weak.
A wall. Now I walk back and shoot that
Sometimes when I
cannon.
can't find a door, I just make one.
Really? What's that spell called?
Oh, no, I mean, like, with an explosion.
You're just a simple little man, aren't
Make a door.
I'm not little!
I
Okay,
cast
you see
make
cannon?
door.
Wow, really just giving it away there, huh?
Well, I didn't want you to be stuck. Being stuck sucks, but
I really should make a new campaign
Love to see it.
Calm your nips, knucklehead.
for D&D.
We still gotta find our client. So I've been
Feel
reviewing
like
this
we're gonna
statute
play
for
this
pirate
weekend,
law,
and I have
and
nothing
their
planned
legal
for the
definition of
future.
evil
I don't
is
know.
pretty open to interpretation.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah? Where would I find that if I wanted to give it a little look-see?
But also it is Easter weekend, isn't it? Yeah, that'll be my excuse. Too busy with family stuff. Can't play this weekend.
I get it. No.
Yeah, that'll
How
be good.
swift they fall.
I don't mean to keep bringing up D&D, but you know, playing a clearly D&D themed game kind of brings it up. It was a pretty crazy decision to make a whole game out of this. Especially when they didn't like really have a good idea for a plot, it seems, as to why make a good DLC game out of this. Like the DLC this is based off is fucking fantastic and actually has a good plot. Like it, okay. I remember my first thought going into it was, okay, it's a DLC. It's a fun little whatever. We'll just do a fun little mission. Doesn't really, no reason behind anything, no whatever. And even then, it kept it straight with the villain. It was just Tina. It was just Tina making a villain. But then they twisted it. And it was just a disguise of her trying to get over Roland's death. And when I found that out, like when they did that, when they were sprinkling it in every now and then, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then especially that ending when they finally just straight up confronted her, and she just said, yeah, but you know, this is just my escape for now. And everyone's understanding, like, okay, that hit me, that got me good. That is one of the few times that I like actually got choked up over a video game. It was just done so well. The only reason I even bring that up is just it's such a shame that, okay, they spawn off an entire game off of it, and nothing here is really doing it. I hope they can pull it off at the end, like the whole how they're sprinkling in the whole like, hey, so you guys like aren't gonna leave after the game, right? Like we can play another game, right? And all that jazz. I like that. I think that is great, and I hope there's that level of payoff at the end of like actually like will make me tear up and like get emotional of like I don't know how to explain it, but I hope that actually goes somewhere. They're not just saying that just to say it. Like, this is a side mission. I'm not even paying attention to the story at all right now, but I hope that they have a payoff of them leaving and like either Tina like being devastated or, well, I don't want that because that's awful for her, but they have that same level of emotion with the ending that they had for the DLC. I doubt that's going to happen, and even then I don't think it's going to be as impactful because it being a full game, you can't really have that one at the ending payoff moment. You kind of got to have like, you know, ups and downs and roller coasters with the whole whatever. I feel like this would have been a better DLC and shortened.
Okay, what's your plan?
Which obviously it was, because that's what it's based off of, is a DLC. And so far I have not seen a legitimate reason as to why they had to make this into a full game.
Listen, just present the certificate and tell them I'm a
Which I hate to say.
guy
because I love a lot about it. Gameplay is still fun. Enemy design is awesome. The environments are fucking fantastic. There's still a lot of moments that make me laugh. And like I said, I like the through line of Tina just really trying to prolong it to not let them leave. Because she wants company. She wants someone to play with.
Your somewhat honor, I present this royal certificate of non-evilness from the infallible of Queen Butt Stallion herself.
Alright, why is this going on so long? I don't want to sit through an actual court. I just want some extra XP before I continue forward because I'm like 5 levels under leveled.
You can't do that. Keep up these shenanigans, and I'll hold you in contempt of court and in general. Now, I must confer with my counsel about the evidence presented.
I know we're gonna have to fight you. We fucking have to fight everything. Just let me actually fight you. Oh my god. Yeah, what are you whispering?
Well, this
How are you doing?
great.
It's been determined.
Ah, shit. So what's the point of making me wait through all that? Just waste my time? That's fine. Just, you know, be nice to know.
Laid low by the light.
Alright. We good? No? Okay. Oh yeah, showed up. Let the prisoners give a shit. Should they be happy that we killed the judge so they can escape? What the hell is happening? Also, why would these guys be in prison with a cutlass and a gun? Nothing. It's a side mission. I shouldn't put too much thought into it, but nothing makes sense. I can't even get up there. Nothing makes sense. Good dodge. You good? Nope, still one more. Fucking A. There you are. Come here. Alright, we're done, right? Talk to Phil and then we're done. We're done. We can move on. Get back to the main mission. Hopefully, if I'm level 24, I think that's high enough level.
I didn't want it to go this way. I just wanted to live and let live. You know, I think there's something profound to be said here about the nature of evil.
Well, what is it?
It's, hold on, I'm thinking.
It's cool. Take your time.
Evil sucks.
With each fallen
Ooh,
foe,
got good XP.
rise.
Alright. I hate how much it still just makes me think of my fuck. I didn't need to do those last two. God damn it. Oh well. I'll respec at some point. Am I high enough level? 27, 24, 3 levels behind. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to Bright Hill first. Let's go sell and upgrade my SDUs. What are they talking about? Lost my train of thought again. Gotta stop doing that. Oh yeah. Wonderlands does a lot of weird shit. That was about it. Shit, I want to sell my stuff first. at least a decent shield. Actually, active increase poison damage, right? Well, your ward is full of taking damage strikes. Well, yeah, I'm gonna use it, but
We'll take them all
still can't
on
believe they
together.
gave me a fucking legendary shield for a main mission. God, that's frustrating. I would like it. I think it would be a cool idea, especially for this setting, if they had like one of like those side missions, make it like a multi-part side mission to actually make it feel like a noble quest. Like it would be not a whole D&D campaign, but like a whole session of a D&D campaign to do. You go out there, you know, you have to actually do mighty feats, and then at the end, like the whole point, like from day one, they're like, there'd be a legendary sword or legendary whatever gun, fucking like something of legend. Then you have to go and like do a quest, a whole area dedicated just to that. Then I'm okay with you getting a legendary item at the end of it all. That I think is a fun idea. Alright, upgrade enough. Let's see. Where do we want to go to? Let's go to the overworld. I'm going to take a quick break while it happens. Go get some more water. I'll be back. I forgot my main drinking thing. All right, we're back though. There we go. Give me that money. Give me that cash money and the views and the clicks. Yeah, you're always going to be a little bit. That's a shame. His downfall. Probably not the best thing to bring up. That does remind me, actually. I've been like addicted to YouTube drama lately.
This thread is dedicated to Grindana, the patron god of experience.
That would be a nice one to get. If I can find that last one. Fuck off. Yeah, I don't know, something about it. Like, what is with, YouTubers, like, just being scumbags? Like, is that just what it takes to become famous? Is to just be an asshole? Like, obviously, not all of them are, but, like, it seems like a lot of them, I don't know, is it just becoming famous makes them crack, or is that what like makes them become famous? It's just something weird. I never understood it, and I still don't. It's fun to watch though, not the actual like fun to watch people fail. Like I don't want to see anyone fail in life, but it's fun to see like how they do it to themselves, and like I don't know. I guess fun's not the right word. Fun's a terrible word. Well, just entertaining. Bad things can be entertaining. I think that's the right word. God, how do I get that last piece? Because getting an XP boost would be nice. Yeah, see, now I don't really want to be here. Because I'm assuming they're all going to be yellow. I'll try one more. I think I saw another shrine entrance over here. And if it's yellow at the end, I'm going to give up on the hunt for now.
Getting a real contains a shrine piece vibe from that dungeon over yonder.
Alright, let's try it then. I feel like this one's going to be yellow.
Ready for adventure?
Fuck, why didn't I grab... I was just up. Why didn't I grab my notepad with my notes? God damn it. Oh well. I don't have a whole lot written on it. Most of it's in my head anyway.
Darkness flees before the light.
It's more just like small notes so I just remember when while I'm actually recording. I'm excited. I'm excited to get back into it. Oh yeah. Yeah, they do. The environments are definitely up there. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, that's what my two biggest compliments to the, Wonderlands in particular, especially compared to Borderlands 3, is the enemy design and the environment design are fucking awesome. Like, I love the enemy design, even though I don't know what the hell these things are supposed to be. Okay, these are actually a bad example. I'm not a fan of these guys, especially those big floating fuckers. I don't like their design, but the rest of them, awesome. Like, even the trolls, like, yeah, that's clearly a troll, but they like made them their own. The skeletons, I think, are the only thing that are kind of lazy, but also what do you do with the skeleton? There's only so much you can do. And lazy is not the right word. I take that one back immediately. It's just, well, what else can they do? Like, it's a skeleton. They did it good. But yeah, like the dogfishes. I fucking love the look of the dogfishes. Those are just awesome. And the gameplay is still smooth. Like, I don't know what else they could really add to the gameplay for 4 to put it above this in 3. Like, mantling and sliding, huge improvements. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Huge improvements. Like, I went back to, well, I'm playing through 1 for the channel. Like, I'm doing that playthrough, and I'm still enjoying it. I think it's a lot more fun. I'm having a lot more fun with it than I was afraid I would. But there's some times where, like, I'll go to try to slide or mantle up something. I'm like, oh yeah, you can't do that. Or even like how I'm playing through a pre-sequel, not recorded. Ooh, that'd be a good idea. Especially if they can manage to get like yeah, I was just about to say like a Titanfall vibe with it. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Or even, I mean, I know it's overdone, but if they could have like a Titanfall 2 like grappling hook, that would also be fun. It would be very tough to implement though, because I feel like that could either become overpowered or become way overused. But yeah, that is a good idea. Wall running that's a fantastic idea. Hold on, actually, that one. Ooh. Sorry, my dog just growled. That one, I gotta go grab the notepad for. I'm writing that one down. That's a good one. My notepad wasn't here the whole time. I just didn't realize it. I thought I left it in my room because I know I was writing some notes before I fall asleep the past few nights. I thought I left it in there. Let's see what page are we on here. Yeah, wall running. That's if. I don't get the. Yes, I let. As long as you, are you okay with me including it when I get to that video? I'm not as good. Oh, thank you. I actually bought this because I was going to a 80s festival, 80s theme festival, and I just saw it at Walmart like on the way to the festival, and I'm like, huh, I guess that kind of blends in. And then we looked it up, and this is like the 70s logo or something like that. Thank you. I'll be sure to include that. But yeah, I bought it like on the way, and then after the festival we looked it up, the different logos, and this one's actually like from the 70s, I think, and it's like, no one notices. I also got almost in trouble at that festival because I actually had a Goonies shirt, and I randomly had someone walk up to me like, "Oh, cool, Goonies! Like, what's your favorite part of the movie?" I'm like, someone just lent me this shirt. I've never seen it, and they got mad. They're like, "Why would you wear that shirt? That's so disappointing. What the hell's wrong with kids these days?" I'm like, I hear it's a good movie. I just never saw it. Someone just let me borrow this shirt for this festival. But yeah, yeah. Now I actually have the book here. What's some of like good ideas I had there? Hey now, I'm looking down. Don't be shooting at me. Pretty much everything I already go over. Oh. We want to play with ballers actually not just story. Yes, that was one of the ones I was going to mention because that one I do have written down. Or at least have a good explanation as to why we're not there. Like the only... Yeah, Maggie? Like the only cutscene... Come here, buddy. The only cutscene that, like, isn't really annoying to watch through is the one where Troy grabs you in Maya's phase lock. Because then it's like, okay... We know where we are. Like, this makes sense. Like, this... I understand why we're not just kicking his ass right now. We're trying to. Is because we are physically restrained. That makes sense. It's fine. And even, like, with Maya's death, it makes sense if it's implied that all happened while we were in the vault. But they easily could have had, like, before the cutscene starts, like... see the Vault Hunter's backs walking through the vault, or into the vault, and then the cutscene plays. Fuck, it is yellow.
In a glinting manner.
Like, that's all they had to do, and that cutscene makes sense too. Is, okay, we're not there, so we didn't actually see it happen, but this is what happened. Like, we would have heard about it or saw the aftermath of it, and Ava would have said it, so we would have known that's what happened. But at least give us a reason why weren't we intervening? Yeah, keep it... Well, I almost would prefer it if it was third person. Because, yeah, I guess if you have a wacky outfit, that does take you out of it. That was... when I played through Spider-Man on the PS4, because they got all those cool suits... there's a few times where it did ruin cutscenes because I was in like the comic book suit during like a serious dramatic scene. And I'm like, this doesn't fit. And it's my own fault, but yeah. So I don't know, or at least make it make sense why we're not there.
You spy a shrine piece.
That's the fast one. I want that one. It's just it's really upsetting. That's true. All the, well, that's what Borderlands has always had, is awesome intro scenes. Hi, buddy. Even 1, like, it's definitely toned down compared to, like, where 2, pre-sequel, and 3 take it. But it's still a cool intro. Like, that's something you didn't see. And you still really don't see, is those kind of badass, awesome intros. Can I go up there? No, that's all nothing. Oh, we gotta find a mission. But yeah, like, give a reason why the Vault Hunters aren't intervening. Like, being phase locked. Okay, understand, we're out of the scene. Or, I don't think it would be that hard to, like, when Tyreen came down at the end and, like, just killed her dad right in front of us. Why didn't, like, there was a scene of, like, the Vault Hunters being, like, knocked into the other room. That's what I was just saying earlier. Was, like, Tannis has got to take over, right? At least. If not, one of the Vault Hunters.
That dungeon over there may have
And that was another thing I wrote down earlier. Was, like, obviously Ava's going to still be involved in the story, which I'm not a fan of. But if they're going to keep her involved, I feel like Amara would be a good replacement to, like, keep training her. I think that would be a fun way to take it, and a way to keep at least some of the Borderlands 3 Vault Hunters involved. Because especially if they are preparing for the Great War, that we're going to use as many Vault Hunters as we can, it makes sense to keep them involved at least some way, and that would be a good reason for Amara to stay involved, is to train Ava. But that's just my own personal thing. And Tannis should be in charge. Mostly just because of lack of options, not because I think Tannis would be a great leader, but for what we're left with at the end of 3, Tannis is kind of the best choice. Other than, I guess, I mean, it would be cool if, like, I think the Vault Hunters can't really be in charge just because them as characters aren't super fleshed out as characters yet. Because let's say, like, how in 2 they really fleshed out like Lilith, Brock, Mordecai, and me too. Well, not necessarily. It's still a fun idea of having a Siren Apprentice, but they just have to age her up to make her not as much of an annoying little brat. Like, I just feel like a lot of her problems in this game, in 3, was because she was just like an edgy teenager of, I don't want to do that, I don't want to study, training, gross. I'm going to be a Vault Hunter, I don't need to do any of that shit, I'm better than that. So I feel like if they age her up to take her out of that just edgy, teenage, annoying angst phase, she could be a cool character of actually being able to see a Siren, like, really develop and become a powerful Siren. I think that's a cool plot line to follow. However, she's a very annoying character, and they have to change her a lot to make her a fun character to see her training. So I think if they take her out of that angsty, annoying teenage phase, she could be at least tolerable, I should say. And I think because the way they set her up, they clearly want her to at least some point down the line take Lilith's position. Like, well, Lilith just straight up said, hey, you're like the new me for now. So until Lilith comes back, we need a leader. And it should be Tannis. Or, yeah, one of the Vault Hunters, but they need to flesh them out as characters more as to why. Because we don't really know much about them as characters. Like, they have battle equips, they say some stuff. Like, they're definitely more fleshed out than, like, Borderlands 1 characters were from day one. But I feel like they need more time where we're not controlling them, where we can actually see who they are as characters on their own. If that makes sense. Plus, Where was did they have... Okay, buddy? Did they ever explain where Athena was the whole time? Because, like, you know, that was like the big setup for the Great War was, hi, buddy. Hello, Jet. Say hi to the people. Age relevant writing because pretty much most adult characters will be able to generate. Well, that's true too. No, I totally agree. I totally agree with that. But I'm more saying, like, she was annoying because that was her character, was being that teenage character with that kind of angst. So I'd say they have to change her character vastly to make her not annoying.
You have been judged and found.
But I think aging her up, you know, however much time passes between games, would be a decent excuse to change her character and, like, more blame it on, like, well, yeah, I was a dumb kid, I'm sorry, I didn't mean any of that stuff I said, you know, and actually make her a better character now. But that, I guess that all comes down to if they can still do good writing, which is kind of up in the air from the last few games. So it's hard to say. But they definitely... Oh my god. I went on... I don't know how many of the videos you watched of my playthrough, but there were so many rants on Vaughn. Actually, that also reminds me, going back to my older prediction videos for 3, I saw, like, seeing Vaughn in the trailer, I remember saying, like, how excited I was to see him too. Like, that's such a cool idea. Bring back Vaughn, bring back the Tails characters, that's awesome. I love Vaughn as a character. And that's, well, I like Tails Vaughn as a character. I was gonna say that's still true. I still love Vaughn as a character, but I like what Vaughn was, not what Vaughn is now. But I guess that just goes to prove that I guess they don't need an excuse to just vastly change character traits. They'll just do it because fuck it, that's what they want to do. Oh shit. I'm hurting. God, how do they fumble Vaughn so much? It's so... They took one line that wasn't even his from the whole, like, the one time when Vaughn and Reese were going back and forth, like, bro, because it was one joke, and it wasn't even actually them. That was just Fiona's version of them, and it was a good joke. But they took that joke and said, oh, that's his character, right? No. That was Fiona's interpretation of his character. That was not him at all. How can you fundamentally fuck that up and get those two confused? I don't understand. It makes no sense to me what the hell they're doing, or what... How do they not even understand their own characters? I don't get it. Like, how did they change that much between games? I'm scared for the future. I'm still excited. Like, obviously I wouldn't be making these videos if I didn't have hope that they can turn around and be awesome. But I'm losing more faith every day. I just get 2 of the same body customization at the same time. What the fuck? That'd be great. That'd make more sense. Like, what was the one fan theory that M. Night Shyamalan's twist to his Last Airbender movie was that actually the whole time it was the play from season 3 in Avatar. I don't know if you're an Avatar fan or not, but that's a good fan theory, and I stand by that because that movie was just terrible. And it's just so hilarious that, like, oh no, that's the Shyamalan twist you see, is the whole time it's actually the play that they were making fun of the Avatar gang the whole time. I'm like, that's a good theory. I stand by that. That's great. Fuck, what level do we need to be? Oh, that's the wrong one. 27. Basically, we're 25. Yeah, fuck it. Let's roll. I have not fully yet. I think I watched it. I have not had Netflix in forever, and so I tried to steal it from my parents, and they let me for like 1 day before they're like, hey, wait a minute, this is the same household. You gotta pay extra for that. So I watched like 2 episodes the first day because it let me, and then like the next day I tried to watch the next couple, and it just kicked me out. So I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Soon the soul energy will all be mine.
That'd be a good one. Or even like a week after. Like that should be like a planned. Because you know how like a lot of games.
They're held together by the
That's probably listening
imagination
to
of a
talking.
tyrannical tweenager. Well, if it can make entire worlds, it can unmake them. I'm gonna take this madhouse prison, this Wonderlands, and I'm gonna free us all from her control.
The Wastard said the pyramid is surrounded by a city of the dead. We'll have to find a way in.
So. What? So he's a character in the game, but he has his own free will, and he wants to destroy the game so he can be free. Why didn't they make a story that makes sense? Like, I get it's all in Tina's head, but there's so many better ways to do that. Ooh, I like the design of that chest. You know, another good one for the art designers. I like that. It looks nice. Okay. Yeah, but 1 takedown at launch. See, a lot of games lately have been, like, blatantly withholding content, but only for, like, 3 weeks. Or, like, just a few weeks, like, a month tops. I feel like that would be a good one to do it, because it tricks a lot of people of, like, oh, this much content already? Oh, my God, they're going to be, giving us content like this for months and months and months. This is great. Like it's just that little bit extra right after the game comes out. I feel like that would be more their play. It's one of those things like they might as well just do it at launch, but they're not going. Check, buddy. You can't just put your hands on my controller. I can't play when you do that. It's okay, buddy. You're a good boy. I feel like. It's one of those things where, yeah, they might as well just release it at launch. Like, the only reason not to is just because it, just to make it feel like they're giving you some free DLC at the end. Or, like, right after launch. It's a very scummy tactic, but I... Whoa. That is a cool looking chest. Ow! Dick! Look at that chest. But I feel like it's a very scummy tactic, but it works for a reason, and it does fool quite a few people, it seems, so I feel like that's probably more what they're gonna do. But yeah, especially with, like I said before, I don't really deal with the, a lot of the endgame stuff, but if that's what people want, then yeah, they should focus on giving more of that. Because you're not the first person that's told me that. I have heard, I have like seen other YouTubers talking about like how Takedown on Malawan especially was like the best thing ever added to any Borderlands game ever. So why would they not add more to 3? And they definitely should, like that should be the focus of DLC for 4. I disagree with that because I like story DLC. Like I love playing through actual story, but that seems like they don't take as much time. So why not release those as well, like in between big story DLCs? So like launch the game, then like a few weeks later, launch a takedown, and then like probably like 2 takedowns before the first DLC, and then like have like story DLC, and then like have a takedown in between each story DLC. I think is probably pretty fair. Because I can't imagine it takes that much time to do, like, okay, that sounds bad. Obviously, game development takes time, and there's a lot of different people have to go through, and to make it good, it's going to take time. But compared to, like, a whole story DLC, like all different areas, new enemies, new quests, and everything, I feel like that's a lot less demanding on the team. So I agree, they should make more. Like, why wouldn't they? If that's what people want, give the people what they want. I gotta go with the dog out, though. He's scratching. Okay. I have to, unfortunately. Fun of living by yourself. You have all responsibilities. And having 2 dogs.
Like the undead that patrol its walls.
But,
City of Austin Falls is a carcass. The stones are its bones. The sands are its hands.
Ooh.
The nitty-gritties are its great big...
Ooh.
We get it. Look, let's just blast our way in.
As you approach the gates,
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
Soulwell brimming with necromantic power.
Oh,
The Dragon
yeah.
Lord is using it to cast a barrier hex over the entire city.
Shit, wasn't what I just had for some kind of like thing. Oh, here's actually a controversial idea for 4. And I say it's controversial because I don't know where other people land on this. Like, I haven't seen anyone everyone discussing this. But going back to only having 1 action skill. And then having each of the 3 trees change them in different ways. So, like, you have, like, 1 central skill. And then depending on what tree you go down and what points you spec into, it changes it pretty drastically. Like, almost completely changes the actions. Like, so towards the end of, like, a single tree, it's completely different. And you start going towards the other tree, and it'll, like, do both of whatever you want it to do. So, like, if we had, like, I think Maya actually had the skill where, like, you know, she would phase lock, and then it would, like, also be, like, a homing ball, too. So, like, that would be one of the variations of her 1 skill. Something like that I think is a lot better, because the 3 skills are really cool, but it feels like you can't do as much fun stuff with those 3 skills, because then you're locked to that 1 tree first of all. So, like, if like like when I was Zane, you know, I wanted to use his drone a lot. Well, then I have to go down the drone's skill tree to make it even decent, because it really wasn't that great of a drone. So there's definitely, if they would have tuned it better, maybe, I guess, no, because I like the idea of your action skill changing the more you go down, and you can't really do that without the skills directly impacting it. So I think it'd be best if they went back to 1 action skill, and I think that might be kind of controversial. I don't know, though. Again, that's just my opinion. They're not gonna. My opinion doesn't matter anything about how the game is actually going to work out. I just think that that's a better idea to go back to. But also, that'd be kind of hard for them to go back to. You know, for being 4 levels behind, this ain't too bad.
The sky fall upon you.
Why did I even say that? I just jinxed it. It's gonna get so much worse now. That's always how it happens. The walls.
Well, it's cleansed,
Whoa.
and the barrier hex on the city walls fades away.
What wonders! The X is lifted. Hero, did you do this?
Verily.
Thank the Diamond Queen you came along. Come, my shelter is up here on the wall.
My shelter's up here on the wall. That was it. Oh shit, we still got a whole hour here. Dude, I'm thinking it's already 10 o'clock. We got a whole freaking
Not
hour.
far now. It's
Ah,
closer than
goddammit.
it looks. Jump!
But I feel I like.
That X
See,
trapped me here
it's
for
not that
days.
having 3
You just
different
spelled it
skills.
all on your own.
How do I explain this more? I like the idea of it evolving more as you go down the tree, but it just with the different skills, it feels like they never evolved that much with each skill,
Through the all of heroes.
or like each skill never really seemed to evolve as
Too
much.
weak to reach it.
So that's like you still have the 3 different trees, so you still have a lot of build diversity,
When I heard
but like the more you go down each individual tree, the more that skill evolves, and then it has both of whatever attributes the 2 trees you go down have. So like, I feel like you still have a lot more, not more, you have a lot of diversity depending on whatever tree you went down. Well, I guess depending on more whatever the second tree you went down have.
wells of sin to keep it blocked off. If you can cleanse the wells, you'll lift the X's.
Only by cleansing the wells of sin.
Yeah,
Can you take down the barrier hex?
I'm more
that's blocking the way?
not a fan of how they move.
Did you hear what that old guy said?
You talking about this guy in particular?
Bring back Butt Stallion.
I don't know.
Because yeah, he ain't looking too good.
Fake.
I just hate the way they walk. Like it feels like they walk and like angle, walk, angle, walk, angle. Like it
How's it gonna
it feels like we're past that in games. Like do some arcs. Like
Haven't thought that through yet.
I get the most, what's it called? The shortest path between 2 objects is a direct line. But it just feels so cheap. I guess I would be a lot I'd be a lot more open to it if the other trees contributed to each skill more. So like let's say Zane for instance again, like I'm going down the drone skill tree, but then like even in the shield skill tree there are skills that don't focus on the drone but like give buffs to his drone. So like exactly, that's what I'm talking about. It's with every NPC at every time they have to walk, it looks terrible. It's just like running, stop, running, stop, running. It looks terrible. That's what I'm saying with the NPCs. But I feel like if let's say like so back to the skill trees, if like I want to increase my drone, so I go through the drone skill tree. That's mostly going to be maybe not. I'm thinking more like each point you spend does different things. So like let's say just like Zane's drone, I want to make this the most badass drone I can. So I go through the whole drone skill tree, and then that's it. It's done. But then I move over to shield skill tree, and there's like skills that like, okay, like increase shield durability is like the main thing it does, but also it increases the drone, like it increases drone health. Like it has a secondary action, so it doesn't. So each tree benefits each of the skills. I think that would be a better way to do it. So like, no matter what tree you go down, you're always benefiting whatever of the skills you want to use. There's always a benefit to it. The hell is this thing up here? How do I even get to it? Okay, I don't know what that did. I think that would be a better way to do it, is having each tree benefit each skill. Because I guess I am okay with there being more skills, because then that's just, you know, 12 different action skills rather than 4, which I like that. I like having more diversity that way. But I just don't like being locked down to having to use a single tree just because I like the skill. If that makes sense. So if, like, let's say I like, or I guess even then, don't even associate a skill with a tree. Like, just have, okay, you have these 3 skills to, you have, like, these 3 different skills for each character, and you have 3 trees. They're not coordinated or associated at all. But each of the skills will give you a different bonus depending on what skill you're using. If it's a skill, because obviously there's still going to be like the, increase gun damage with whatever, all that jazz. But if it's specifically an upgrade to your action skill, then it upgrades each of your action skills in a different way. Does it? But they're so diverse. So like, how can but like they're so they do different things. Like, how can a shield have the same upgrades as a drone? Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea than the 1 action skill. Is still having 3 action skills, but like, so let's say like we have another Zane, because I love the idea of a Beastmaster. That's just fun. I hope we do get something like that again, but have more of the skills associated with, I guess they did alright. But have like, so like, let's just say it is Zane again. Or not Zane again, it's Flak again. So we get the same 3 beasts, but then like we have specific skills upgrading those beasts. So like, yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's because she has 1 action skill. So that's kind of what I'm saying. So that makes sense. Yeah, I get what you mean now. But like, if we had like, how do I put this? So let's say we had like a Flak again. But so like we have the, oh god, I can't even think of the names. The monkey dude with a gun. We have 1 action skill, increases his particular gun damage. Then we have another one, whatever, let's just say we have some new creature that's like all about elemental damage stuff. While he gets more gun damage, he gets more elemental damage, and the other one gets like more melee damage. Like, that would be the 3 different, it's 1 skill you spec into, but depending on which one of those you pick, they each get a different bonus. That's a much better idea. See, that's why I wanted to stream these kind of things before. Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying, like, if it was more diverse, like, that was just a random example of if they had another Beastmaster, because also I want another Beastmaster. I like controlling little pets. That's fun. And that was actually one of the ideas I had in my first predictions video was, it was just a skag build. And it was more, that was the soldier class, was controlling pets instead of turrets. Yeah, that's,
You're quite the little
this was a
killer,
good
aren't you?
idea, to stream these ideas. Yeah. Right through here. To stream this first, because now I got more ideas to go into when I make that video. Probably record it tomorrow. Ah, shit, I want to be let back in. But yeah, again, it'll be the last time for the stream. What else do I got in my... Oh, yeah, I said it could like be some kind of humanoid alien, like a guardian. I think that would be fun. Also, I think if we had another villain character, like Krieg, like something that we're used to fighting, would be very fun also to be as a Vault Hunter. Personally, I think like a loader bot. Or just some kind of robot. I know Flak was a robot, but I'm saying like a robot we've seen before. Like I think being a loader bot would be cool. Even if like you could tie it in like it was part of Tannis's like trying to get into her technology siren powers, and she like gave sentience to a loader bot, and it like moves like normal. It's not stiff. Like it can actually, or even actually that'd be a fun quirk of it if it stayed stiff.
Begone, coward!
Not like aiming and shooting, but like just the running animation would be more, not to actually be a disadvantage to the player. I just love the OG Loaderbot designs. I think it'd be fun to see more of that. But I guess that would also bring back more references to Handsome Jack, which I'm trying to avoid because I think we should move past him. I love him as a character. I love him everything he does. But I think it'd be healthier for the franchise as a whole to move past him.
What ho, challenger?
Just because if they keep bringing him up, he kind of ran its course. That's probably a bit excessive. What else do I got written down? Oh! Or, since they kind of left it up in the air, what happened to Lilith? Like, they did confirm that she's not actually dead. So that was one thing that needs to happen, is they have to have a damn good explanation as to what did happen to her and why she's not there. But if we get to see whatever siren like actually inherited her siren powers, and then get to play as her again, or at least a siren with her powers, but now the more modern like actual Firehawk powers, not just the phase walk that she could do earlier or in the first game. That's game one plot. What else do I got written down for Ava be an actual character? Tannis be the leader until Lilith comes back. Oh! Get the B team more involved. That's probably my my second biggest request for characters in as far as the story is concerned. The B team needs to be involved, and I think Krieg should rejoin the B team. I'm hoping that at the end of his DLC, we kind of got some more closure, or he got some more closure. So hopefully he's like feeling confident enough to come back to the Crimson Raiders and can join. He's like, you know what? I'll join the B team again. Maybe you guys don't hate me like I thought. I would love to see that because I just love Krieg, and I want to see more of him. And I think it would be, it'd be so interesting to see him like Krieg, not Sane Krieg and Psycho Krieg like we saw, but see Krieg as an NPC would be wild to see. God, that'd be awesome. Plus, the B team just should have had more of a role in this game, and I'm upset. Well, not this game. Sorry, gameplay's very similar. I'm still thinking I'm playing 3, but the B team should have been more involved in 3, and it is just terribly that we didn't see more of it. What are we doing? What are we doing? Reach the Hall of Heroes, go to Well of Wrath. Well of Wrath.
Well of Wrath thrums with soul energy.
Drum.
Walking your way forward to the Hall of Heroes.
I'm getting a little tired of cleaning these old dead people's pipes. What are we, plumbers?
Heroic plumbers? Nah, it'll never.
Hey, see, every once in a while they got a joke that gets me. That was a good one. That's fun. Stupid, but it was fun. I just love that reload where he just throws it in.
Enraged soul rakes thunder out of the Well of Wrath to tear through butt to jaw.
Oh my god. I am kind of agreeing now. It's just killing.
Whatever you'll do, it seems to be quite
Whatever
good,
you're
so
doing.
keep doing that.
Yeah, I'm excited about that idea though. Still having 3 things, but having each not a tree like specifically designed for any ability. It's just the same as it normally is. Like you go into whatever ability you want, whatever tree you want that fits your playstyle and stuff. Then each ability affects. Yeah.
The way forward.
Yeah, I think I'm done with these hexes now.
I just want to get to the boss.
What? No need
That's
to
fun.
rush.
That's fun. That's a fun idea. I really hope that's what they go with now.
Roadblock. You're gonna have to go through the ancient catacombs. Oh no!
Tina, are you padding out the campaign so that we'll stay here and play bunkers and badasses with you?
No.
That's more what I want.
The ancient catacombs are an integral part of the narrative. So who's laughing now? Valentine, hi, it's me. Ha!
They're not. But I'll take the opportunity. With all this soul energy flowing to me, I can create all sorts of new nightmares.
Cool.
This city was built by a civilization of advanced sorcerers named the Vatu. I've launched an eon of dark campaigns from here, but it was dead long before I arrived.
I'm actually getting towards the end of this game. It's kind of feeling like they're wrapping it up.
Understood what soul energy was. They designed the city itself to siphon it out of the world. They used it to rule like arrogant gods at the expense of everyone else.
Ow,
Actually,
ow.
a pretty good gig if you can get it. I'll skip the rest of the exposition since you know where it's going. The Batu and their souls were absorbed by the very arcane mechanisms they created. Classic. Just goes to show, no one stays the master forever.
How did they squander such a good voice like Will Arnett like this? He's such a good voice actor. He's such a good actor. I love him in everything I see him in. And like he's got some good lines in here, but he's the villain. Why is that not like just more badass? Well, actually, there's something in there. I'm kind of surprised. That's just such a disappointment. Like, disappointment's the wrong word, because like I said, he does a good job, but he's just such a nonsensical villain. Ow. Like, I still don't understand his motivation. It feels like we're kind of wrapping it up. I do like how they're still pushing the whole, Tina's, like, really doesn't want them to leave. Exactly. I think they're going for, like, well, like, everything nowadays is trying to be, like, a subversion of expectations. Like, oh, yeah, he's just a cool guy. But, okay. But not for your main villain. That's what I said about,
Does it bother you to know there were fate makers before you? All heroes of their own stories, but they never lived up to their namesake. They just played her game and went through the motions. Because that's exactly
Ow,
what
Jesus Christ. There we go. I feel like, it's got, bleh, I cannot talk. That was the big problem with a lot of the, like, planet-side villains they try to set up for most of the planets in Borderlands 3. Was, like, they each had their own gimmick. Or they tried to have their own gimmick, and none of them, like, landed. Like, I hate... Was it Tron? Like, I get what they were going for. It was a joke. Like, oh, yeah, he's... Like, oh, whatever. I'm like a rich kid and shit. But... It was so fucking annoying. Like, I'm like, no, this isn't intimidating. I get it's like a subversion of what a villain's supposed to be, but it's not a good subversion. It's just annoying.
Because they're disposable. Like you.
Well, kind of like shit like that works. It can work for a minor villain. Like, if they had the Calypso twins, like, they're not a bad idea for a minor villain. Actually, the idea behind it's fantastic. I'll stand by that. How, like, twin sirens that feel like they have a birthright to the vault and power, and they run a cult that can unite the bandit clans. That's a... Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. That's a fantastic idea for villains. Then they made them streamers. Like, oh, no, that's a bad idea. And even having them be streamers, okay, you can have fun with that villain as the most minor of minor villains. Like, if that's what, fine then, leave, dog. Mouthpiece was like if Mouthpiece was the streamer side of the cult, that makes sense. If you want to have, like, a Doomsday cult that is, like, a lot of their propaganda is, like, through streaming, cool idea, I guess, but that should have been Mouthpiece's job, was to be the streamer that's in your face and annoying. And then you kill him right away, and they're like, hey, you just got rid of our main way of recruiting. And that's, like, why they're pissed at you, is because you killed their way to recruit. Like, that... That's, like, probably the 5th different way I've stated that they could have... Oh, shit. That's, like, probably the 5th way that I said they could have changed the plot. Ever. It'd probably be more than that, really, if I'm actually counting. But these ideas just keep coming to me of how, like, obviously hindsight's 2020. Okay, whatever. I'm not in the room. I don't know what the real ideas were. But they had so many good ideas to set up such a great story. I don't know how they dropped the ball this bad that I can just, like, be sitting here and it just pops in my head like, well, they could have done this. That's a cooler idea. That's a better way to do it. And obviously, yes, hindsight's 2020. I'm not a writer. Maybe they had whatever, too many cooks in the kitchen, way too many ideas trying to push through is my guess of how it happened. But if they want to poke fun at streamers, that can't be the main villain. A minor villain at best. Like that makes sense to be Mouthpiece's job. Like that's his job. He is the mouthpiece.
Has anyone ever said it? Has she? Yeah. Didn't think so.
The only reason I keep like bringing up, well, just because I love the game still. I love the franchise. But I genuinely believe they had such great ideas. So it just blows my mind how they just didn't work out. None of them like really worked out or were good executions of those
Following
ideas.
the twisted cables of the ancient Vatu soul-eating mechanisms.
Okay, newbie, to the Hall of Heroes.
Sorry. It really feels like we're just kind of wrapping this up though, huh? Which I'm cool with. Then get started on Tales from the Borderlands. Hell yeah. The first one. Play through the first one on stream first.
It's got a fancy name with a lot of syllables, but basically, it's a giant sweet-ass magic laser that you can use to blow open the barrier heads.
This speaks to me.
Hey, those guys are hanging out around our giant sweet-ass magic laser. Kick their asses.
Okay, more killing Cyclops in front of a giant obelisk. How the fuck? I'm excited to replay Tales from the Borderlands though. It's been so long.
This arcane device was designed
I remember the big stuff, but there's a lot of like minor jokes in there that I can like remember loving certain parts of a lot of it, but I can't like actually remember the jokes. So I'm excited to.
and you shall find them to the imps and
I'm excited to replay it. I think on stream would be very fun to, because decisions obviously don't really matter. So it's more just take a vote, what like what kind of playthrough to go to. Just be an asshole, be whatever. Take votes on stream. I think that'd be fun.
Calamitous force!
It's been so long since I played those games. I'm excited to play them again. That's like playing through pre-sequel just to get footage for the
Suffer the likes of you.
prediction videos. It just takes me back. It's so great. They're so good. It's still so much fun. Jesus! Didn't even have a chance to run away on that one. Yeah. Shit, like all over the place. Got too many screens going at once. I can't figure out which way I'm looking.
Level room secure.
Easy.
supercharged with
It's
the
GG too
energy.
easy.
Hope it's super duper charged.
Hit the activation room. Let's fire this thing.
Oh, they better shoot this way. My bad. I love that reload. Just a little. Oh, fun. A seer. Go fuck yourself. Come here. Come here.
Only the wicked will burn.
Oh, nice. Fire and forget leaves splatter after detonation. Ooh. Hey, I was reading that. Yeah, you know. Hey, I was reading that. Dick.
Time for a smell.
Yeah, let's use it. Oh, it's the same thing, but it leaves a splatter. Okay, so it does more damage. Alright. Oh, fuck it. Let's just keep it for now. I'm not a fan of the snap ones. Like, it's cool. I like the effect of it. But, it's one of my least favorite. Oh, it's a laser.
Dust clears. The entrance to the Hall of Heroes finally stands open. Hey, I just want to say that I love you guys, and I'm having a great time playing with you.
Aww.
Aw, Tina, so are we.
So, don't hate me?
Oh, God. Hi, Jet. Hello, buddy. Do you want to say hi to the people? Oh, you got some red on your nose. What's that red? Good boy. Oh, you can't see me in the camera. Good. Yes, you a good boy. Okay. I can see you staring at me in the camera, buddy. Yeah, that's right. Walk away. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but my little wyvern companion's name is Jet. That's the same as that dog's name. Also Jet. He's my boy.
You enter the Hall of Heroes, where all the greatest legends of the Wonderlands are laid to rest.
See, that
Well, not.
that looks awesome.
What's that they say? No rest for the wicked.
I like that too. that's cool.
Hear a familiar whinny, and for a moment, you feel hope. It's like a dream. But this is not your queen. It's a nightmare.
Oh. Did not expect that. Oh, fuck.
How could you corrupt something so good and pure? I care about nature.
Overload.
I do love so don't hate me, right? We're having a good time. God damn it, vulnerability frames. That's on my fucking list. No more invulnerability frames unless there's a good reason for it. Like, I hate this just...
Back in.
God, it's fucking annoying. Try to stop cussing. Not for like YouTube reason, just because in general I feel like I cuss too much. Ooh, good dodge. See, like, what? Why is he mean right now? Just because he's spinning? She? It's dumb. I hate invulnerability frames. It's
Nicely done.
oh, oh god. Ow. Get out of here. That skeleton just say, "Oh, I'm a talking skeleton. Ooh, scary." That's a good one. Oh man, so these fucking lines, the death lines especially, get me so good.
Serves you right.
Oh man, like whoever wrote that, like those little lines, they're doing great. They're fantastic. Keep it up. With a lot of them, not all of them. Some of them are very cringy and annoying, especially on. I guess it's more up to the coders of how repetitive you hear them. But I think that's the first time I heard that one. That's a good one. That got me. Oh, I'm a skeleton. Ooh, scary. Fucking awesome. Ah, more of that, please. That's fun.
Ready for adventure?
This is a very easy boss fight. Fuck, there's a second phase. I'm gonna regret saying that. Bye, Nightmare. Oh, he's back. Get him, Jet. How do I ping? There we go. Yeah, ping actually does anything for me. Hey, you jet. Quit licking your arm. Yeah. Oh, you can't duck underneath that. Cool. I was looking at the dog. What'd I miss? Alright, I shouldn't even try sniper time. Yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? How the hell? Over there? No, that did. Get out of here. Okay, so he's not dodge that, or do I have to jump at the right time?
It seems to be quite big, so keep doing that.
Okay. Right there. Nope. Okay, it was too close to one side. All right.
The monstrosity
Nope.
shudders and dies.
Oh, okay, it's done.
Oh, with relief.
Why was I even trying to learn that? I could have just killed him.
This is messed up.
Is that legendary I heard?
Me, blame the Dragon Lord.
Oh, yeah, sure, blame me. It can never be her that twists good
The fuck?
things into monsters. It can never be her fault. Only I know better. Let me show you.
God, that's still like so weird. Why is he different? Why is he like not part of Tina's whatever? I don't understand. It definitely feels like we're getting towards the end though. Is this it? Is this the ending? Ooh. Glittering Ragnarok, the assassin. I can't fucking read. I really like the slime jellies. Fuck it. Let's use it. Just I'm gonna try to swear less, and here I am saying fuck it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa. Okay. Fuck, are we just finishing the game tonight? Just four streams?
Scrolls weren't prophecies. I wanted to show you what she did to me. What she's doing to you all over again.
Okay, Tina. This is your first time playing, right?
Yeah? Who would I play with? Everyone else I know is dead. What's it called?
Bunkers and badasses. It's a fantasy game. A place where you can be a hero. Where your imagination can change the world.
Ooh, I'm the best at imagining, baby. I got a whole Wonderland.
That's perfect. But first, we gotta make a character. Tell me about your Fate Maker.
The Fate Maker's tale begins as so many do. With a heart full of fire and dreams full of dragons, magic.
He's the coolest, most powerful hero that everyone wants to be friends with. The Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight. Yeah, I like it.
Thank you. Hey, this is probably dumb to say, and it's just really cool to play a game with a friend because I haven't really had one.
Well, let's go make some more. Tina, I want to make this an adventure you'll never forget.
It feels like something lost long ago has been found again. It feels like home.
You reach the inner chamber of the obsidian Heat Cathedral. The Sword of Souls sits before you. Now, this is a big choice. So,
He takes it and he blows up everything.
Oh, I actually look around.
Everywhere.
are you sure?
Oh yeah, I do it. Boom!
Alright, but that turns your character evil.
What? No, girl, Dragon Knight ain't evil. He's a hero. He's a Fate Maker.
He just blew up thousands of people. Don't you think that's evil?
It's not evil. This is stupid. I'm not playing this anymore. You know what? I'm gonna be the bunker master, and then I'll make sure only heroes win.
Tina, wait.
That hurts. Thank you, I suppose. I don't know what they are,
the Fate Maker is alone.
but thank you, whoever's doing that.
Abandoned for a crime he never chose. He's never chosen anything. He begins to think hoped you could see the truth. I'm not evil. She just writes me this way.
So does he have free will or not?
Come on, then. If you insist on being a hero, there's only one way for this to end.
Only one task remains. Ascend the pyramid. Defeat the Dragon Lord.
Ah, shit. I don't know why I thought she was going to keep talking while we were in the loading screen. Hopefully she keeps talking when we get back.
A great wind carries the ancient walls, allowing for quick access to the outside area.
Level 30. I'm 25. Well, this definitely feels like the end. So let's go do like one quick side mission to get a little closer, and then let's just go and finish it.
Hear my words. If you would seek great,
Okay, so this stream might be going a little later than normal, but
in the oasis. It holds a wonder of the ancient coin, but it's sealed to us by a powerful hex. Find it if you would break the curse.
Ooh, ominous. I love it. Let's go.
I'm sorry, what do you think ominous means exactly?
Foreboding, threatening, inauspicious?
Inauspicious?
Yeah, inauspicious.
Putting aside my utter shock at the fact that you know that word, this seems like a bad idea.
Probably, but come on. Aren't you curious?
Okay. Yeah, I am. Let's go.
Yes!
okay.
To my side!
All right. Let's go. Let's go crank out some quick side missions, level up a couple more times, and let's go finish this thing, because it feels like we're basically at the end. But also, I'd recommend level 30. Fuck. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Sorry, Sentinel. I just, used to shooting the first thing I see everywhere I go.
You may look upon the grandeur of our oasis, but touch nothing. You've been warned.
Okay. Let's go. I'm here for quick XP. That's all I'm here for. Yeah. Quick shrine, whatever.
Yes, this must be it. I can't wait to see what's inside.
I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this.
What? You're a robot. You don't have feelings.
Wow, rude, and also false.
Oh, my bad.
Hell yeah, you're bad.
Valentine's a racist.
What did I just do?
Now you've done it, chest opener. Doomed us all.
What were you thinking, you ignorant cur? And who might you
And
be,
they drink
you
cur.
foul-tongued knave?
You likely know of me. I am Garrett of Trivia, hunter of monsters, slayer of demons, kisser of witches. I protect this world,
Garrett of Trivia.
and now you have released true evil upon it.
I was simply hunting
All right.
for treasure.
I like that. That's a good one.
And instead,
I can't be
you have
mad about
released
it.
The spirit of Celissa, the coiled water goddess. Now her foulness will corrupt the
man.
local desert coiled, turning them into bloodthirsty thralls. See, here they come. I'll be back in a second.
Garrett, or whatever your name was.
Blend you!
Adababoom,
Evil
adaboom.
shall ne'er prevail.
Fucking snakes. You fucking snakes! Hell yeah, one level up already. We're doing good. We're doing good. What's another quick idea I had? Oh. No more Metroidvania things. Like, you go into the vault and you get like one gimmick thing.
Forces of darkness encroach.
Like how they did in Borderlands 3. That was super annoying. Like how you can't break the iridium crystals scattered on the map. You have to wait till you get the certain gauntlet. And then, if you melee too early, the gauntlet won't trigger, so you have to melee it twice. It just felt like a waste of time and stupid. Like, why? Either let us smash crystals immediately, or not. And the worst part is the stupid Iridium Cipher at the end. Because now you gotta go back through the entire map after you basically beat the game. Right? Like, that was pretty close to the end of the game is when you get that thing. Go back to all the ciphers you saw earlier and couldn't do it just to get that little bit of lore. And it's cool lore, but why lock it behind something so stupid? Like, I would much rather, just as I'm going through, just make it basically an audio log. Like, you can keep it, like, those cool specific ciphers so you know that those are important, so they're not just a regular audio log and you can just walk past. Like, they are more important. You can, oh, shit. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, what's the red text for that? I really like the slime jellies. Glittering Ragnarok of the Assassin. Is that I really like the slime jelly. Is that like a reference to Legend of Zelda, like the original Legend of Zelda? Where the Master Sword did that when you're at full health? I kind of want to take some health damage and see if it stops doing that, because that'd be cool.
Very nice.
Nope. He is.
So what's got Cranky Pants all cranky anyway?
Some people are just me.
Well, that's you, isn't it?
What is it? Oh, the Metroidvania. So yeah, like it's not really a Metroidvania, but just those aspects of you go so far, you get some kind of thing, and then you can go back through everything to unlock something like lore or get more iridium, or I can't even think of what the other ones were because they're so insignificant. It just felt like it felt like they were trying to make the vaults worth something, and they clearly weren't. Like, honestly, just again, a great idea going through, like, we have a vault map going through and opening up 4 different vaults in one game. Fucking awesome idea. Why is each vault such a goddamn disappointment? None of them were even worthwhile. One vault.
I know, right?
It just felt so weird.
Nicely done.
I like this gun. I like the gun. Ooh. So yeah, that's definitely another, because it doesn't fit with characters obviously, so it's not going to make it into this Friday's video, but that is one thing. But that is one thing that I am definitely going to include later on. I really wish I was gonna write down all 10 of the topics, just bring up in general what they were, but I cannot remember what they are now. I know one was villain, one was gonna be vehicles, but then I canceled that because there's not really much to talk about. Making the clones though. Okay. Cool.
See that?
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
That's what's left of Celissa. Reduced to her pure primordial creative essence. This prison provides water to the entire oasis. She was reduced to this state by the first viziers.
Characters. Oh, okay, cool. Part 2 is villain. Part 3 planet. Part 4 guns. Part 5 experimental game mechanics. Part 6 was gonna be
Unite her three shattered aspects so we can revive her.
was gonna be vehicles, but I'm like, yeah, I can't really make a good video on the just the vehicles. But then new information came out at the time, so that was that part was just talking about it. So now I'm curious what I'm gonna do this time. But that's not till part 6. Part 7 story, part 8 enemies, part 9 DLC, and part 10 who will die.
So go.
Damn.
To finish what you started.
What a weird list.
Life hearts of Celissa's most ferocious creations, the Sea Wargs. Once you've done that, we'll work toward freeing Celissa's physical form. As for me, I'll be fighting other monsters and
So yeah, I guess, I mean, all the villain discussion had earlier today, definitely going to be brought up
prepare for the fight with Celissa.
next week. I'm hoping to do about a video every Friday.
Damn, Tina, why'd you make this guy such a jerk face?
So I guess this is kind of a good spot to just kind of lay it out right now. The plan,
He's one of them.
He could be less of a jerk face, though.
Yeah, good. But he's not gonna.
the plan right now is to continue every weekday post a video. Continuing the now Borderlands 1 playthrough. However, every Wednesday, stream. So like, right now. And then every Friday, post a new prediction video. So hopefully for the next 10 weeks, I will post a prediction video every Friday. Damn, this is really not a long game. It's only 9 hours plus, I mean, I'm only 11 hours in. So I guess it's a decent length for a spin-off, but isn't it a full price spin-off? I'm not usually one to equate time to value, but that seems a little on the not worth the value side. I don't know. The fuck? Oh. What a weird fucking thing.
Finally. Now find the Everfrost ice tomb in which her physical form is imprisoned. It is a perilous road that you must travel. First, head toward...
Don't trouble yourself. I will simply follow the marker on my map.
The site?
It would appear so.
But that takes years of training. Maybe I misjudged you. Maybe. But probably not.
I'm gonna write, reaction skills. Alright, I just wrote down the different trees thing from earlier, just so I don't forget it. I'm recording that video tomorrow, so I shouldn't forget it, but I just like to write things down because I'm probably going to forget at the moment.
Which wouldn't be a problem if you were as good a fighter as I am.
Yeah, I'm excited for recording tomorrow. So yeah, every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, expect a new playthrough video of playing through Borderlands 1 right now. Every Wednesday, expect to stream, but it feels like we're going to be finished with this game tonight, probably, even though usually I'd be done streaming about now, but it feels like we only have one mission. Is that worth staying? Is that worth saving for next week? You know, we'll save it for next week. And then we'll do maybe like a little for fun afterwards. Not play Borderlands. Play something dumb.
I have located the ice tomb. What now?
Oh, I forgot that you're an illiterate child who doesn't understand the prophecy. Bury the hearts, you simpleton. Honestly, how did you manage to cause so much damage while knowing so little about anything?
Why would they make Garrett a dick? I like every Garrett I've met.
According to the prophecy,
I've only met one, but I like him. He's a good guy. And he wasn't spelled that way. I won't blame the spelling on this one.
of the first Viziers who imprisoned Celyssa many years ago.
Oh fuck, there's like a whole thing here. You know what? I actually think this is a good place to end. We're going to continue it. We're going to finish it up most likely next Wednesday. So thank you so much for watching. As always, well, I guess can't leave a comment on the end of a stream, but thank you for all the ideas. Anonimo. Anonimo. I'm going to call you Anonimo. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not, but I'm going to call you Anonimo. That's actually a fun thing to say. Anonimo. Thank you for the ideas. I'll definitely include them in my prediction videos. So look out for that on Friday, part 1, talking about characters, talking about Vault Hunters and NPCs mostly in those characters. Be sure to check back here next Wednesday at 7 p.m. where we're going to be doing the same thing, except we're going to probably finish up Wonderlands, and then probably going to be a ton of time left over. I don't know, maybe start doing some of the DLCs, maybe play something else just for the fun of it. We'll see. I guess we'll see what we're feeling next week at Wednesday. Also, be sure to check out tomorrow when I post the part 2 of my Borderlands 1 playthrough. I already have it recorded. It's a lot longer than I anticipated. So definitely gonna have to find a better system of recording those episodes in the future, because I didn't realize how much side stuff I have to do. So there's a lot of cuts in there of me doing side stuff and just getting right back to the main story. But then the main story took a lot longer than I thought, and I didn't realize how long it took. So yeah, that was a long rambling thing that really makes no sense. But if you watch the video, there's going to be a lot of cuts, just to warn you. But I explain every time, like, well, I had to do side missions, now I'm back. Here we go. We're going to keep going forward with it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. It's just fun to do. I'm glad I'm back and being able to do this kind of stuff. I'm glad I have more free time to actually take the time to do this kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm really excited to get back in the predictions, because that's what this channel started as. So I'm happy to be back doing that, because that was the reason I started this channel. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.